I'm Daddy Robux, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. And so far, our campaign, this is our third session, but we have survived one night. One horrible night in the city of Greenest, where the Cult of the Dragon was attacking the city, and we rushed to the aid of the terrified citizens. And after having saved the village of Greenest, the mayor has tasked the party with following the cult and trying to determine what it is they were looking for. Why did they attack our poor and peaceful town? And that's where we pick up today. All right, Giz, take it away.
Okay, when we last left off, you guys were tracking the raiders that had attacked Greenhurst.
Yeah.
And you guys came across a group of stragglers.
I remember coming on the or coming to the where the straggler was. Did we end on a rest, or did we like just rest and then we beat up the? I don't remember where we're supposed to be.
I believe we ended on a short rest.
Yes.
You're right.
I would say so.
You're right. It was a short. Okay, cool.
We have a cultist that we can interrogate.
Dark, thank you for the resubmit. 21 months. That is freaking crazy. Thank you for all the support.
And that is where
we
will pick up with you guys finishing off your short rest. The cultist is coming to again after being knocked out a second time. And what would you guys like to do?
Who's handling the interrogation?
I'm not the face.
Perhaps our resident minstrel should take the lead.
Oh, very well, if I must. Oh, all right, so out of character, what are we trying to get out of this guy?
We're supposed to be finding the location, where the cult went to after attacking Greenest, and why they were attacking. Right? Isn't that a thing? Why?
And how many raiders and who the leaders are. And
yeah, we want to know everything this dude will tell us.
All right. So basically what Finron does is he sort of, puts his knee up on a rock, rests his knee there and says, all right there, my friend. We need some information. Now, you can either inform me of what my companions would like to know, or I can hand you off to them. But I must warn you, they are not as an understanding lot as I. All right, and should I roll a persuasion check?
If you plan on trying to persuade him to do it, yes.
With guidance! I cast guidance, it says it in the chat!
Or intimidation, maybe.
Nah, he's a bard. Let him do the persuasion thing. Isn't that what we keep him here for?
Yeah.
All right.
Ben, roll your T4, dog. That's helpful. I'm helping.
Basically, the cultist just says that all I know is that they have like a rear guard that like guides the stragglers and stops anyone that's following.
All right. I'd also like to roll an inside check to see how earnest he's being with us.
Don't bother, he's telling the truth.
All right, then. I pretty much say, thank you for being candid with us, but unfortunately I must leave your fate in their hands. He steps up and walks away.
So he told us there's a rear guard. But in which direction? Where does your party travel to? And I'm gonna reach up and kind of grab him with one fist.
Can I get an intimidation check, please? I told you what I know, just that they have a rear guard that watches for the stragglers and guides them on to the camp. I mean, all you gotta do is follow the path. It's easy to find them.
Path. What path? I look around. I clearly don't see it. My vision's not that great. Got one peeper here.
The giant path of destruction in the brush and grass that the raiders left. The same one you guys have been following since you left town.
Yeah, that path. I knew that.
How many comrades would be at your camp currently?
I will need an intimidation check for that as well, please.
Oh, no.
I'm not trying to scare him. I'm literally just asking him a question.
I told you guys what I know.
Well, if he has nothing more of use, then I think it's time your journey came to an end. And I start to raise my mace.
No, please don't. I've told you everything.
Nobody stops me. I'm gonna swing down and bring it right on the top of his head. No holding back.
And with that, his skull crushes and he dies.
I drop him to the ground.
So, we're going this way?
And another villain hits the ground to feed the worms.
Villain. That is a generous term.
Crotus shrugs.
Young lady. Isafa. She like much too far to hear.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna point. Nope, I don't have message on this character. Haha, jokes. Well, let's run on up to there. Let's catch up to her before she exposes our position.
As you guys are traveling off in the distance, you guys can see that the land becomes a little bit more barren. Kind of rocky, like the base of a mountain. Plateaus off in the distance. Brush. And what are you guys doing?
Moving quietly through the path.
Looking for a good angle to approach. And I'm okay with stealth, by the way.
Do you have anything for this? Hell no.
So I take it you guys are watching for the rear guard or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need a perception check from somebody.
Me!
Okay.
No!
I'd already hit the button.
What's your wisdom?
Not great.
So then why would you
Wise
volunteer?
enough to know it shouldn't be her.
It's a 3, so
Well, Estifa, you do not see any possible place where they could have it set up.
I would also like to check, shoving
Yep.
my way in front of Isifa.
Crow, being the scouty type, would
guidance.
also like to check.
Whispering a silent prayer. Great Spirit, help me find my quarry. Does this work? Wait, where's my button here? Yeah! It didn't work.
What was that about wisdom and should be the one doing the perception?
I didn't say that. That was
Bro.
somebody else.
From where you are,
Skill save.
about 100 yards away, you can see a possible ambush and what looks like might be a person hiding up in the rocks.
Guidance.
Ooh, it seems we have some potential hidden dangers lying ahead of us.
Where do you see that?
Just up there on the rocks.
Start looking for a path towards the rocks.
I think we should maybe see if we can ambush our ambushes.
Alright, using the maps that I had available, what you guys see now as trees are actually rocks and boulders, stuff like that. It's not actually supposed to be this green. I'm just
Watch
using the
your
map.
step, it's very mossy.
Crow cannot see.
There's no light.
Yeah, it's dark. And we don't want to cast a light, because if we cast a light, then that'll
Well,
be a
it's
beacon
supposed to
to
be.
us.
It's daytime anyway.
Is it?
Yeah, we left in the morning.
Yeah, this map is supposed to be light. Oh, hey, look, it's light out.
Wow!
Did you just move all my cultists?
No, I just turned on global illumination.
We should probably split in two and one flank the ambushers.
no.
It seems to be a good idea if we can get the drop on them.
If we get the drop on them, but if they become aware of us, then
Here-
we are immediately split.
Here's an idea. This is something that we used to do in my tribe when we would protect the sacred grove. Quick, hide behind this boulder right here. And I just move behind this, totally not a tree. Now, I look around with my good eye at each of you. Which of you is strongest, can throw furthest? And I kind of eyeball Lou and then Roland. You two. We will all crouch down and hide behind this boulder. And then, with your magic and your bow, we will attack those men that we can see from here. If they do not detect us, then they will come to investigate the source of the attack, and then we jump. There is no need to get closer. We must just be patient.
Alright, I cut the map in about half. You guys see the red line that I put on there? Everything past that is a steep climb up, completely exposed and out in the open.
Is it up
Yeah, that's
away
not
or
great.
towards us?
You guys are on the lower ground compared to what's on the left side of the map.
So it goes up.
Yes. And it's steep and will require an athletics check if you try to climb it.
Alright.
Well, so can we go sort of maybe the other way around? You know, if you want to do that, that's great, and then have some of us go the other way around and come around them.
Go other way where? Why do we need to go that way at all?
In case the first shot doesn't kill them?
It doesn't matter. Woman, we wait. We do not move. We just prepare ourselves for the battle ahead. And we let them come to us. I put my hand on my shoulder reassuringly. We can wait, yes?
Crow will nod,
All right.
and he'll draw his bow.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. And Lou just kind of sits down on the ground, leans up against the rocks, and just relaxes.
So first, I'm gonna guidance myself and try to hide behind the boulder. I did not do a great job. God, my rolls are shit today. What is this? Is that 2 nat ones? No, it was a 4 on the first one, and then a 1.
I mean, you got the best roll on guidance.
Yeah, you basically got the best roll and the worst roll all at once.
So how do you want to do this, Giz? Do you want to have everybody try to hide? And then, I mean, do you want to know how I would do this?
Well, Lou already claimed he's sitting down behind the boulder, so I do not need a stealth check from him. Anyone that is going to try to move in closer and or attack will need a stealth check.
No, we're not supposed to.
Okay.
We're just...
Well, Crow will be attempting to make an attack.
Have crossbow will attack.
Yeah, I'll attack with a firebolt. So I'll make a roll.
Roland sees no need for an attack if the intention is to get them to come closer to us.
That's true. It might be better not to have all of us attack. I'll hold off. We want to come across as puny so that they come. If we come across as too strong, they're gonna.
Yeah, I'll hold off too.
Okay, who's attacking?
So Crow will attack, but he can't see them anymore. It looks like they've moved, so he's going to have to step out to try and see them. Nope. Walls have gone up, and he can't see anything now.
What?
Yeah, it's in front of the...
It's in front of all the blocking terrain, so I can't see past it.
So we could see them before, but now we can't.
Yes.
That seems fair.
Before you went hiding behind the boulder, you could see at least one guy up there. But now that you're hiding behind the boulder, it must be blocking your view that you can't see him anymore.
I mean, from here, I can see the outline of a token, and that's it.
No,
The rest of it's hidden behind
there's new sightlines that are blocking him. Well, so Rano's kind of crouched down, or he's like gesturing, like questioning, like what's going on. Then I make like a chopping motion.
All right. Well, Crow can just about see one of them, so I guess I'll attack. I'm attacking from stealth anyway, so the penalty to attack might not be too bad. And even if it doesn't work, should still be okay. So he's going to take a shot at the one guy that he can, who is here.
That shot hits.
Okay, and then he's just gonna move to dip behind some cover again.
You guys can now hear someone holler, "Get ready, they're coming."
This is fun.
Thank you, Finron. I was just about to ask for those.
Boo! Initiative rule sucks.
I have to move them to token layer for their initiative to show up, right?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Just roll it on whatever layer you have them on, and then just move them to the layer, and then when they transfer layers, it'll become visible. Like, you don't have to pop them up, roll, and then put them back down if you don't want to.
Okay, Rono, what would you like to do?
Wait, what? I rolled an 18? I was looking at Roland's again. Damn. Yeah. Alright, well, the problem is, so Rono's gonna run out, and they still can't see him. They're still in hiding. So instead, I am going to ready in action. We are going to ready. I wasn't prepared for this. Here we go. All right, cool. We're going to hidden step. I'm going to become invisible until the start of my next turn, and I'm going to ready an attack in case anybody comes out near me. I'm going to try and hit him with my mace. Bam. Got it. Plans. That's unconscious, not invisible. Ninja mask. And I'm done.
Asifa?
Asifa draws her scimitars. I don't see anything coming this way, so I'm going to move around to the other side of the boulder. And then I'm going to ready an attack so that if something comes around this side of the boulder, I'll hit it.
Yeah.
Lou?
Alright, here we go. Let's see if it works now.
Going to move out. and
Bam. Got
go
it.
ready in action out to cast an Eldritch Blast if I see anything.
Oh, we hit the sub goal. I should probably pay attention, because that means I
Finger
hit this
curl?
button.
Crow's just going to take another little step out here, and he is also going to ready an action that if he sees an enemy approaching within range of his short bow, he's going to shoot at it.
Finron?
Okay, just a moment. Okay, do we know generally where they are?
Yes.
From the one that Crow pointed out, you guys have a rough estimate of where they are, but you cannot see them right now. Keep in mind, from what you saw, they're up on top of boulders, so...
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to cast the spell Fairy Fire on on top of that boulder. It's a 20-foot square, I think. Yeah, 20-foot cube.
Position it where you cast it.
Okay, that's the boulder we're looking at, right?
Yep, that's the one you guys are looking at.
Okay, then in that case, that's what I do.
Swing and a
All right,
miss.
Fairy Fire is cast. Anything else?
I think that'll be it. Or, well, I'll move a few squares back.
Roland, what would you like to do?
All right, Roland's going to come out. To here. And just get his short bow ready and prepare to attack anything that jumps out.
Rano?
So Rano comes out of invisibility. And he kind of looks around for a minute. Then he's gonna run back this way. Stop! Everyone stop! Come back together. Quick! For my action, I will be doing nothing. No, wait, I have a bonus action. I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my weapon. And then I'm going to get ready. I'll take a dodge action. That's all I'll do for turn.
Asifa?
He's waiting for
Well,
us.
Asifa glances back questioningly at Rano and then looks back around and is ready to stab at anything that comes around, but is not going to move.
Lou?
Going to approach Rano. Why are you calling for us?
Because they will not move from their position.
I think I got an idea. Just give me a little bit. For my action, I'm going to cast Disguise Stealth from Mask of Many Faces. And could I make myself appear like one of the cultists we've seen previously?
Yes, you can.
It's Giz.
And I'm going to start approaching down. I'm going to tell my party, get. And I actually can't move any further because I used all my movement. So I'm going to.
Crow?
Crow is going to stay where he is and keep an action ready to shoot an enemy if they come within range of his bow.
Turn around.
Alright, but we still can't see them.
Correct. You know that they're there, they know you're there, but you guys cannot see each other.
You see this? I am Ranu.
Okay, Finron grows impatient
bold
and
boy.
shouts out, "Are we going to get this party started or what?"
You're beautiful.
And that's all I'm doing.
As if in reply, you hear somebody holler, "Quick, go alert the camp that intruders are coming." Roland?
Oh shit.
All right, Roland will move forward to here, and instead of holding an action to attack, I will hold an action to use my face step if I am attacked.
How are they invisible? Like,
You guys can hear a scrambling noise as if somebody out of sight is climbing down from the rocks. And you can hear him respond to the first voice saying, I will send the message.
but we can't see him.
Correct. And Rano, you are up.
Rano's gonna run forward. And there's nobody over here.
From your position, you should be able to see a couple.
Yeah, I can see them now.
Alright. Already moved my Mac, so I'm just gonna have to throw a produce flame at that one.
It's everyone's favorite time.
And I have a nat 20 from a benevolent Twitch god. Thank you.
Hopefully it's not crap.
Alright, so produce flame, D8 fire. See, you gave me a nat 20 because you didn't want to hear me whining about my rolls, right? But then I roll 5 damage on 2 d8s.
You feel the ebb and flow of the battle, and you know where to make your next move. After your turn, you move to the top of the initiative order.
I'm already towards the top. Alright, bonus action shillelagh. I already did, but I know I'll do it again. That's fine. I'm done. So what? Oh, that's the wrong button.
So just can you see
93.
trying to make an escape? Because I couldn't see them before, but now they're visible. So obviously the 2 rounds that I've had held action.
They're about 15 feet up on top of a boulder.
Right.
And right now, if you're farther than 25 feet away, you cannot see them because of the way they are hiding. They are on kind of a back slope. I know it shows that you can see them. I have no idea how to adjust roll 20, so you can't, and Rano is the only one in range to see them right now.
That's not something that you can do. Like, you can't set elevation barriers. It's either everybody sees it or nobody does.
Asifa?
How this face of the boulder that they're on, the face towards me, how steep is it? I mean, can I sort of half shelter under it from people above?
They can see down quite easily to the base of the boulder. And hiding up there gives them 3/4 cover.
That's what you should have just done from the beginning. See, I don't know why. Like, he asked me for a map for this.
What would you like to do?
I gave him maps for this. I don't know why he's not using them.
From your token's current position, you are out of sight of them, and they are out of sight of you.
Right. Can I use a dash type action to scramble partway up this boulder?
It is difficult terrain, so it'll cost you twice your movement, but yes, you can if that's what you want to attempt.
And I'm going into the black here and I can't see. But I think that's... Did I go too far or did I go the right amount? I think I went the right amount.
Well, it depends on how high is the elevation.
Well, he said difficult terrain, so it would be half my normal speed.
So if it's 15 feet up, it'll cost you 30 feet to get to the top. That's why I'm asking, like, how tall it was.
Yes, where you ended your token is about your max movement going up the hill. Or going up the boulder.
Okay, well, if you think that I can get to where I am now, that's good for me. I can't see a thing. I can only even see half of my token from here.
It's because you're standing on a sight barrier.
That was kind of what I guessed, yeah. And that will be my turn, and you'll need to adjust whatever sight.
Alright, quick question. How do you adjust or access the sight barriers?
From the layer menu, just like you go to the DM layer, you go to the dynamic lighting layer. And then you'll see all the brightly colored
I knew
lines.
that one.
There, how's that?
Ah, good. Okay. That's my turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, because you use dash to get up there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to drop my disguise and run down where Rano is. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast this acolyte or cultist. Click the
Nice.
And he drops. And his body tumbles down the hill. And he lands right about.
and that will be it.
Angry Crow.
All right. So, which direction do we hear the sounds of this person trying to run away from? Like, is it coming from this side or is it coming from this side?
This side. The side that you're on.
Okay. So, Crow is going to spend a key point for Step of the Wind and is going to dash as a bonus action. He's then going to continue moving. And is it this guy that looks like he's trying to run away? Or somebody else? Because I can't see anyone else here.
You should be able to see him now.
I can see that guy. Okay. In that case, yep. So Crow's just going to kind of dash up, and I'm just going to take a shot at him with my
And you can see that he is severely hurt, but he is still trying to scramble along to relay the message.
Okay.
You guys zoomed out too far.
That's the end of his turn.
Question is, can Finrod? He can. He has clear line of sight.
Finrod?
Beautiful. Oh, he moved.
I'm going to aim a firebolt at the cultist right below that dead one.
What? No! The one running away!
At which one?
That one right there, below the dead one, that's in front of Isifa.
And your firebolt hits?
And that's it for me.
This veteran's gonna pop up and butter his bread.
And the veteran, the one that you heard holler out, sees Crow run by and take a shot at his messenger. And he's going to make his 2 multi-attacks with his longsword.
Both miss.
Rolling.
All right, we'll move forward to here, and we'll take a shot at the guy attacking Crow with his short bow. Which I don't think sneak attack should be on.
You said the guy attacking
no,
Crow?
Right, this one.
Yeah,
here.
You have an ally next to him.
Yep, that's right.
Alright, anything else?
That's all I got.
Alright, now that they're actually on the tracker, I gotta move it real quick. It's supposed to be Rano's.
Yeah, because I go into the all right. I can't see them because they're up on. Oh no! You said I could from this vantage point.
Yes, you can.
Oh shit!
But they are undercover, so.
I don't care about no cover. No. What I think I'm gonna do instead. Yeah, I'm gonna run forward, like here, and then I see all the nonsense that's going down with Crow, so I'm going to attack the one that's fleeing. Attack the one that's fleeing with frostbite. Yay!
Alright, and his con save.
It didn't. Yeah, you take that too. And there's a secondary effect. A disadvantage on weapon attacks.
And with that, it drops dead.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, get out of here. What's up now? I'm done. What are party levels? I believe we are all 3. 3, 6, 9. Oh, what am I doing?
Anything else?
No, I'm done. 3.
All right, we're going to start with
we're
the
all level
acolyte.
3.
Oh, the only
So
one left.
So it's a party of
The one
6
up on
level 3s.
the hill, he can see the veteran fighting Crow, so he is going to cast Sacred Flame at Crow.
No!
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the cultists that are up. The ones that are within 10 feet of people on the ground are going to roll a boulder off and start pushing rocks at the people within 10 feet of them. So that's just the one at Rano. I need a dex save.
I'm really good at those.
Is he going to roll it uphill?
No, he's rolling the rock. He's basically pushing the rock off the edge.
Alright, I thought you said the hill slopes up this way.
He's on a boulder above me.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Dex. Say, what's up now?
You take 8 points of damage, half for making the pass.
What the fuck? What's up now?
Asifa?
Wait, whose turn was that? Oh, the cultist.
Okay, so I am going recklessly against this guy in front of me.
It's dead.
Then moving an offhand against the other guy. Oh, sorry, that shouldn't be advantage, I don't think.
You said reckless with your first attack, so all your attacks are reckless.
Yeah, reckless
Oh,
is
all of
per
them?
turn,
Okay. Oh.
not per attack.
Perfect. Perfect.
And Lou?
Get him, Lou!
I am
Get
going
him, Lou!
forward a little bit, and I'm going to extend my hand out towards the veteran and command at 2nd level. He needs to make a wisdom save.
Alright, I gotta see what your DC is for that.
It's 15. And it would also affect the cultist right in front of East.
That's the only one up there.
Okay.
What's the command?
Grovel.
So, what level was that?
2nd level. So it would affect the
Veteran.
and the cultist.
Gotcha. The cultist failed. The veteran...
It doesn't affect the veteran.
Alright.
So then the cultist just falls prone.
On its turn.
Yeah.
Crow?
Alright, well, Crow's just gonna try and
You think it's
stab
hard to
this
hear him?
guy.
I can
He's
hear
gonna
Junior
throw a
fine.
short sword, trying to stab this guy that's
I'll
stood
check.
next to
I'll
him.
watch his audio next time he talks. 60 feet.
And it hits.
He's gonna
That's because he is mumbling.
back off. Back to here. And then it's done.
What's your move speed?
50.
Alright, you crossed over the boulder on the last two spots. That's difficult terrain, so you're actually down.
Mumbler! Dude, you don't even know. I do that to him all the time. Like, literally all the time. He'll try to say something to me, and I'll, Mumbler!
You're one square short of where you wanted to stop.
Okay.
Because your move is 50, which means that last block is difficult terrain, so that takes up 10.
Yeah, that's all good.
Finrond.
It's done to me a lot of
Okay,
times.
I'm going to aim another firebolt at that last living cultist I see on top of the boulder.
Maybe he can go into rapping.
Crap.
I would have to say that
I'm
missed.
gonna get and then I'm gonna get the guy, and then I'm gonna
What's my fumble?
That's my sick
waiting
mumble
for
rap
the
called
whisper.
"I'm gonna cast command on the guy." Shy Ronnie. Oh no.
The spell fires in an unexpected manner, causing your confidence in your ability to falter. You have disadvantage on any spell attacks, and enemies have advantage
never heard
against
of
your
them.
spell save throws until the end of your next turn.
Alrighty.
It's an SNL skit. I'll have to check it out. I love SNL.
Alright, now the veteran's gonna go. You hit him. So guess what? He's gonna go after...
First one hit.
Well, now it's your turn.
Right after being hit, he is going to use his bonus action to cast a curse on him,
Oh no.
and then he's dropping his bow to grab a short sword and slash at him. Oh,
Is
launch
Shillelagh
stuff is
concentration?
selected. Hang on.
Is that the weapon you were gonna hit him with?
That's the weapon, yes. But I had sneak attack instead of the curse. So instead of that 5, it should have been a 2.
For 9 instead of the 12.
Right.
Yes, but the Hexblade Curse also gives him a 19 or 20 for a crit. He did roll a 19.
Did not even see that.
Oh snap, son!
All right, so
Another D, a 2d6.
Yours, his sneak attack is a D6, so I only need one more D6.
Plus 2. Because it's not counting the...
Yep.
God damn it, Dark. Make it too confusing.
All right, 5.
And will you do anything else?
That's all.
Rono, you are up.
Alright, looking around the battlefield, it's not looking too great. So, Rano is going to take his stave, and he's going to raise it and point it straight up in the air, and then slam it down on the square next to him, and cast a spell. If I can ever go to the right sheet. A spell. Ooh-wee. So I'm gonna cast this right there. And then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna run through it. So the 12 proc will be on myself. I'm gonna run up here, and then I'm gonna attack the veteran with my weapon. Bonk. Ah!
And that hits. Alright, the Acolyte, seeing that the leader of the group is being injured, he's going to run to the edge, jump off, and yes, I know he's going to take D6, but he's going to...
How high is it?
It's about 15 feet, so he takes 1D... It's D6 for every 10, or is it 10?
It's a D6 for every 10, but it only starts tracking at 20.
Okay.
I mean, unless you really want him to take damage. I'm not going to argue that, but... I'm just trying to be helpful.
He wants to take damage. He wants to take damage.
He's going to cast Cure Wound on the veteran. Alright, now it's the Cultist's turn. Seeing what's going on, these guys are also going to move up and jump down. Nice to know they don't have to take damage. A first attack at Roland.
Blade, that's...
Second attack will be at Rano.
Oh no, that's a miss.
And third Cultist is going to drop and grovel and panic and go prone and lay on the ground and cry like a little girl. Asifa?
Okay, so I don't need to be reckless. I have advantage, right, against him with the melee?
Yeah, he prone.
Yep. Okay, so not needing to be reckless on this, I'm going to main hand on him.
He's dead.
I wouldn't even bother reading that.
Okay, for that nice crit, you gain advantage against that dead body until your next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to use my offhand against this cultist over here by Rana.
And that hits.
Mock speed deer. Yes, please bring it.
Ooh, it is your turn.
I'm going to run down by Isfa.
Did you seriously just not walk through the spirit? It's okay. It's okay. He did. He did not walk through the healing spirit. What is wrong with the boy?
I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Is there a save for that?
Yeah, I don't think. Is that right?
It should be your charisma save. Oh, DC 15.
Yeah, there should be an extra D6. It was cast at second level.
It says 3d6. How many should it be?
Yeah, that's
Should
what
be
the spell
4.
is regular.
So roll your extra d6.
That's a save for half, right?
Yeah.
And it's charisma?
No, it's his save is based off his charisma.
Okay.
It's a dex save.
Yeah.
Lane, I'm trying to edit it for you. You keep closing it. What are you doing? There you go.
That'll be it.
Alright. And they took their damage from it. Anything else?
Nope.
Crow?
Alright, Crow's gonna move up.
Better step on that freaking square. Better step on that
So
square.
he'll be moving through the healing spirit. How much healing is it?
Woo. Hey, wow.
I believe he rolled 12 for it.
No, it's
Awesome.
7 for you.
That's okay. And then Crow's
is
going to
that
try and
from?
stab at this guy with his taunt.
Get out of here.
And that misses.
Okay, and then he's going to try and kick him in the head.
Also misses.
All right.
Like I added.
He's going to
that
back
myself.
off to there.
Here's what we want.
Finron?
We want healing spirit to
Okay, let me
spell card.
see. I'm going to cast Firebolt on the veteran.
He disappeared. Fine. No attack.
And the veteran drops.
1d6
Okay, I'm done.
plus 6.
Rolling.
All right, with him dropping,
That won't count the higher level kid, doesn't matter.
we'll move over to attack this acolyte with a short sword.
There you go. Just this one macro.
And the acolyte drops.
And that's all I've got.
And that ends combat.
Alright. After combat is over, then don't do that. It's got limited uses.
Oh, has it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So after combat is over, I'm going to hold my hand out and call the stag spirit over to me, and then I'm going to point it towards Lou, and then I'll use 2 more uses, one for Lou, one for you, Crow, to heal Crow for 9, and then Lou for 7. Then I'm going to pat the stag on the nose and dismiss it. Turn to Lou. That is a god of the forest, boy. When it decides to heed my call, then grace us on the field of battle, you should make it a point to go and pay it tribute. It soothes your wounds and makes you more effective in combat. Don't ignore me, boy. And he says, he raises his hand like he wants to smack him, but then he thinks better of it.
Lou pays no attention to him. Lou is gonna loot the cultist for anything.
Can I get an investigation check? You find nothing.
Crow's going to suggest that perhaps we should take some of the garments from our fallen foes and perhaps confuse any that we come across in the future.
That is actually a really good idea. It may assist us getting further into the camp.
Oh, I like that idea.
Wait, what was the idea? Rana
To
was
disguise us, to disguise ourselves in cultist clothes.
Ooh, I love playing dress up. Let me try. And he goes over to one of the corpses and removes its jacket, trying to clean the blood off it.
You have no idea how much it displeases me to look like one of you, he says towards Angry, as he casts Disguise Self and takes on his human appearance.
Well,
What is this?
no one's going to mistake us for a cultist. Better have her maybe I don't know, a captive or something. But only if I have to.
I will also, because me being very obviously not a human, I'm going to disguise self and also make myself.
The cultists, they have hoods and masks, right?
Yes, they do. Some of them do.
Here, Isfa, Rano goes and gets the body of one of the acolytes. I just pick it up and kind of drop it in front of you. You could disguise your face with this.
And is anyone else going to do anything?
Yeah, well, Crow already took a cloak from one of the other ones, but he's going to take the other acolyte mask if nobody else wants it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on a one of the cultist outfits, but as you take the mask, I'm gonna point. I can change to look human, but I can't hide this, and I point to my scarred eye. Maybe it's best if I wear this.
He hands it over with a smile.
Disguise self lets you put clothing on. Correct.
I have to check because the Furbolg magic version, I don't know if it's like a legit disguise self.
It lets you appear 3 feet shorter. That's the only difference for furbolgs.
Yeah. Alright, fine. I'm gonna disguise self me some fancy clothes and a cultist mask. You shut up.
Yeah, because I am also going to do the same.
What if they look at me?
All right. For those that are stripping the clothes off the cultist, can I get an investigation check while you're doing that?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh. Angry Crow. As you were stripping the cultist, you found a ring on him.
Ooh, it seems we have some goodies.
Thank you. So, what are you going to do with the ring?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is look at it. What's it look like?
Typical golden color band. There's light scrawling on it, but you can't quite make out what it says, or if it's supposed to say anything, or if it's just fancy decoration.
It seems one of the cultists was partial to a bit of jewelry. Anybody care for a look?
I'd care for you to quit fawning over trinkets and so that we can get a move on.
Yeah, I'll take it. Make my costume look better.
Okay. Yeah, he would hand it over to Lou.
We should probably move the bodies out of the road. Or out of the open path.
That's a good idea. Asfa starts hauling bodies out and putting them behind the boulders.
I will assist, as I'm clearly much the strongest here. Flex a little bit.
Lou will not assist. Lou is going to get back on this rock wall.
Crow will help where he can.
And perhaps we should set the bodies on fire and leave no trace at all.
No. The smoke would be
signal.
I see your point.
We'll just hide them here. Maybe we can stack some rocks and dirt on top of them. Make them less obvious. Or we can not worry about it. By the time they're discovered, we would have hopefully already infiltrated their camp.
All right, let's go then.
So what's the plan here? I did not put on those filthy outfit thing.
So y'all got dressed up and looking for a place to go?
Well, we know it's further to the south. That's the direction that the one that was gonna go warn the camp was headed. So southward.
Yep.
Alright, and you guys traveling south, you come across what obviously looks like the raider.
Ah, so we can stop and look and estimate counts and things. How much of the camp can we see?
Oh, it's still daytime, you should be able to see most of it.
Is there anywhere we can climb up to get a better vantage point to keep ourselves hidden?
Along the cliffs along the south there?
Yeah, looks like some cliffs on the south and on the north.
Keep in mind, you guys move
an overlook.
closer, you guys can see those kobolds. They're actually in a guard tower that is 20 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Well, it's time to put our disguises to
Here,
use.
I'm gonna move them so you guys can see the tower.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Do you think
Are all
it's...
of-
Go ahead,
Are
go
all
ahead.
these things tents or rocks or what?
There are tents of various builds. Some of them on the higher level, where closer to where you guys are obviously not for human use. They're mud and sticks just slapped together. It's messy. Farther down, you can see more recognizable as like tents, like you would see a trader using. Better condition.
And there's at least one more tower.
So everyone is disguised except Isfa. Or is Isfa also disguised?
No.
Almost 50 tents by my count.
So probably 700, do you think?
We should be very careful moving here. I don't think that picking a fight in the open would be very wise.
Alright then, let's play our roles.
Well, before we do that, shall we see if we can get up and actually get a look over the top of the camp rather than walking into it first?
How high are those cliffs?
Ruler says 40 feet. Yeah, it's pretty consistent. 40 to 50 feet, depending on spot.
So that's higher than those towers. So yeah, we could probably creep along the western side here.
How tall
and
is
get
the
over
tower?
point.
Did he say?
20 feet.
What?
Okay.
Keep in mind, by the time you get close enough to actually scale those, you will be seen by the guard tower.
I mean, can we not go around?
No, let's just go in and, play the disguise part like we were planning to. If they see us doing something suspicious, it could expose us.
Remember, the goal is to gather information and potentially find that Leosin.
Well, we can do all that just fine from inside the camp, can we not?
Play off just trying to figure out our next move.
We'd have to get back out.
As long as we don't blow our cover, then we should be fine. Act natural. And Rano's going to start whistling nonchalantly and heading into the camp.
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do with Isfa? She's not wearing anything.
She is. She's wearing the Acolyte's mask, remember?
No, I'm not, remember?
She said she didn't put
She
it
said
on.
she's not wearing
Well,
it.
Isava can do whatever she wants. She doesn't want to dress up. She don't have to dress up, but I am walking away.
Okay, and I whisper to Asifa, put your hands behind your back and pretend like you're tied up.
Or
And,
we actually tie her up.
You might want to actually tie it. I can struggle just fine and scowl and look angry.
Alright, so I take some rope out of my bag and bind her wrists and walk her into the cab.
And I start struggling and trying to get loose and looking very natural.
Enough struggling, come this way, I say loudly, trying to act the part.
Alright, as you guys get within visual range of the guard tower, it's obvious that the kobolds up there see you guys approaching. I need everybody to give me a charisma check with disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
A deception.
Stealthily guidance myself, Kappa? Well.
From the guard tower, you guys can hear all kinds of commotion.
Well, hearing all of this commotion, I would like to respond by casting a spell, if you will let me.
Cast your spell.
I would like to check and see if I can actually do this. Nope, I can't. It's too far. I lied. I'm not casting nothing.
So as we're approaching, do we see people moving in and out of the camp? Are people giving any sort of call signs, gestures, something that might actually help us get past this guard tower?
With the commotion that you can hear from the guard tower, you can see that that commotion is getting the attention of the nearby kobolds as well.
Okay.
Does it seem kind of directed toward us, or is there something else going on?
This is directed toward. He's like, they see you, and then there's commotion. We've been made.
Okay, so do we roll initiative?
Well, I'm trying to get the rest of the kobolds, but there's something on the map that's stopping me from bringing them into focus.
You were on the. You grabbed the dotted trail there. I saw it moving.
Ah, kobolds.
I was wondering what I was grabbing because, like, I don't see the kobolds moving. I don't see the tents moving. What moved?
I don't even know why that's separate, to be honest. Although maybe that's just because I haven't read it. I don't remember what it represents. It doesn't matter. Anywho.
It doesn't look like they're making any action towards you guys, but you can tell that the camp, especially in the area here by the kobolds, is definitely more lively and on alert.
I'm gonna move forward, undaunted.
Crow's going to do the same, and again, he's going to be looking out for sort of call signs and gestures and things like that people are doing if anybody's coming into or out of the camp besides us.
Finrond, you're the one who's got me, right?
Right.
I'm gonna give a little nervous wave to the kobolds in the tower, since I'm probably within range of their weapons here.
Yes, you are, and they don't respond.
And they're all kobolds. I don't see any other races.
As we're walking, Roland's going to cast this spell on himself.
No, don't! Oh, yes.
And Asifa continues sort of struggling and dragging feet, but still actually progressing with Finrod.
I will walk over to one of the kobolds. We have a prisoner. Where have we put the others? Speak when spoken to, dog. Maybe? Am I here? Hello?
Yep, you're
Yeah,
here.
you are.
He replies in Draconic and points towards the lower part of the camp.
Ha! Joke's on you. I don't speak Draconic.
Well, I do.
I can understand pointing, though. I'm gonna... Okay, bring her this way.
I'm gonna kind of like hit her and tell her, keep moving.
This is not gonna go well. So I'm gonna lean in real close to Isifa as she's being dragged through the camp. How fun would it be if we just murdered them all? They are villains. They are predators. They do not deserve breath.
Remember what we were here for.
Oh, trust me, boy, I remember. I will not be wagering my life today. Watch, we're gonna get like right in the middle and then surprise!
There we go. Other races.
Wow.
I'm estimating around 60.
Still looking for where we're gonna take this this prisoner. Ha ha ha. As we're kind of walking through the camp, is there any points of interest, anything that really stands out that kind of grabs our attention? Or
The one big tent all the way off on the east side
this one?
with, yep, that one there, with the 4 veterans and guard drakes wandering around it. Nobody, the kobolds, the guards, the veterans, nobody even goes near that tent.
As we're walking past, do we hear any? What are people talking about?
That is a great question.
Basically, what you hear from them is information about how this raid was successful. They didn't lose too many people. interest in the one prisoner that tried to infiltrate their camp in one of the raiding parties. For the most part, it looks like the camp is basically in a disarray, like they just got back, so they haven't fully implemented their security stuff yet. I mean, the guards they're basically lollygagging.
Do we still have like a general heading for where the prisoners are?
It would be the area with the commoners that you can see directly south of you, past the guard.
So I walk up to the Dragon Claw here. Another
As you walk
pris-
past that last guard, I need everybody to roll another deception check to see if he believes you guys are bringing a prisoner in.
I have a question. Because me and Lou are hidden by illusion magic. Would that give us a bonus in some way, since we don't just simply like wear their clothes?
No, you won't get an advantage.
Damn.
'Cause I know that's what you're asking.
Damn.
No.
Okay, so we all have disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh, oops.
Coming into the camp, disguised as cultists, you guys have disadvantage.
So my first one was a 10, so it's the 10.
But
And as you guys are walking by, you can hear one of the guards is now visibly upset with his tone of voice. In his mind, something's not right. He hasn't sounded out an alarm, but you can tell something's not right.
I kind of look over at him and say, "So what has crawled up your butt and died?"
And I try lunging at him to the limit of my restraints.
keep her subdued.
Yes, I fear she may be much too fractious to keep with the other prisoners. Perhaps we should simply escort her out and slit her throat outside the camp.
I turn to the guard, Dragonclaw. Are we actually here with the prisoners, or were we still up? Because you had us roll when we passed the guard, just like to the north there.
Yeah, I can't grab him. I was going to move that guard, but I keep grabbing the... Thank you.
Why could you not grab that guard? I'll turn to him. This woman was one of those that fought against us during the raid on Greenest. She is quite dangerous. Keep your distance.
I'll murder all of you. Just let me at him. Let me at him.
No, you guys need to escort her to the main tent.
Of course. Whatever you say. And I kind of place a fist over my chest and give a little bow. You heard him. Take her to the main tent. And as I like turn my back to the guard and point towards the tent, you could see like a kind of a nervous like. Oh.
And I lunge the opposite way, trying to attract eyes towards me.
This is gonna suck! We are so dead.
So is the whole party moving
We're
over
dead.
there?
Yeah, man. We gotta stick together.
You might want to start. Are you loosening my hands yet a bit? Of course, I probably wasn't
We're not-
tightly restrained in the
We're not
first
gonna
place.
fight here. You said it yourself. It's 70-6.
Snarl.
Out of game, it's worse than that, but you guys haven't seen them all yet.
Yeah, no, if you want to fight, you can fight, but
You are
Rano made it
immediately
very clear you are on
stopped.
your own.
As you guys are heading towards that tent, you can see a man tied up basically right there.
She's too powerful. Wait.
He's too powerful.
Yeah, I've got a kid playing Horizon Zero Dawn in the background.
Nah, she was talking about Isifa. We know. It's okay.
Yeah.
Does the man
As
that's tied
you-
up, does it fit the description for Leosin?
Is that the bald guy with the top knot?
It kind of fits. There's a few differences, but you guys aren't sure if the description you got from a wounded man, how accurate it is, because the man that's tied up there doesn't really have a top knot, and he actually looks half-elf from where you guys are. Granted, his ears are a little more rounded than your standard half-elf, but he does fit a monk description.
Alright, so we're walking to the main tent and then we got stopped. Who stopped us?
I get worried when the DM types.
He's just giving me a hard time.
You guys were stopped by the guard drakes, and the veteran on that side of the tent. The veteran asks what you guys are doing here. Nobody belongs at this tent.
I raise my hand in like a welcoming gesture and look nervously to the rest of the party. Who's got the
We were
mic open?
ordered to deliver this prisoner to here. She
By
is what,
whose orders?
That guard over there, and I point. You're just passing the blame.
She is one who fought against us at Greenest.
At those words,
Ooh.
Frulam walks out of the tent. And wants to know what is the meaning of this.
I back off and kind of bow down.
we were ordered to bring this prisoner before you. She seems especially dangerous, and she was the one fighting us in Greenest.
At that, can I get a deception check?
Okay, does it have disadvantage?
Normal.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You can see by the look on her face that she doesn't quite believe you, but she hasn't said anything about it.
Okay. Finrond replies by, what should we do with her?
Ignoring Asifa, she looks at the rest of you. And who are you?
We are but humble servants to the cult of the dragon.
We were part of the advanced scouting party and encountered her along with a gaggle of other fools. We slayed the rest, but we thought it best to bring back some captives and question her.
Is anyone else going to say anything? She's referring to all of you.
We decided to bring her back because she was stronger than the rest. Maybe it could be of use, or seemed like she knew more than some of the other men.
And you
Indeed.
couldn't kill me if you tried. Just let me at him.
Roland's going to like hit Asifa and yell, "Shut up!"
Okay. Based on what everyone just said, I need a deception check from Lou. Disadvantage. Rano. Normal. Crow and Finron, also normal.
Shit. Oh no.
She basically looks at Crow and says, "Loyal servant, at least you survived their treachery," and she hollers guards. To bring in all the guards because she realizes you guys are not who you claim you. You guys should be on the blank battle map now.
Oh, I remember this one.
Nope. Nope. Hands up. I give.
I immediately put my hands up.
Okay, I'm wondering about something. Is it possible that I could cast the spell Charm Person clandestinely in a way that, that can't be made out?
She's already made you guys out as imposters, and charming her won't have much of an effect right
Yep. So Crow will move to next to Rano, pull out a dagger and says, "All of you, drop your weapons or your leader dies." Looking at the rest of the party.
My hand's already in the air, man. I'm on my knees.
yeah.
I put my hands behind my back and lace my fingers behind my head. I am clearly
That's why
surrendering.
And he's saying that to the rest of the party.
Hands up! Don't shoot!
Drop your weapons or your leader dies.
You're gonna try to... What are you doing?
Finrond places his hands up in the air and sort of plays along.
Lou, Roland, quickly before they get rash.
I already put my hands up. I'm just getting down.
Roland's putting his hands up, but not happy about it.
Yusuf was what?
I mean, she's kind of tied up at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's already bound.
Crow just.
But I'm gonna try and lunge towards Crow.
No!
I mean, I'm bad. I can't get there. But
Yeah, I'll pull
That's
her
where one
back
of them
and
just
try to drag
pop!
her on the ground with me.
It's like-
Then Mondoth looks at you guys and says, all these imposters will die with that monk in the morning.
That's cool. We can do in the morning.
The guards then lead you guys off, so you can be basically tied to a pole, just like the half-elf is, back in the Raiders camp.
We did fake bind the bar, but apparently we failed every charisma save on the way.
After they're led away, she will then turn to Crow and tell him to go get his wounds healed and get back to one of his guard posts where he's supposed to. Then she
Sure.
will turn around and return back to inside the tent.
Okay. Yep. Crow will sort of move away, move towards sort of more of a well, away from this main tent, but trying to keep where the rest of the party is sort of envisioned. But he's looking around. Is there anywhere he might be able to go that's not necessarily like in full view of everyone? Like he's not actively trying to hide, but you know, somewhere that has a few less people around, somewhere that maybe might be relatively quiet that he could sort of rest, quote unquote.
Well, as far as you can tell, the guards and cultists have all lowered their guard involving you, so pretty much any tent designated for the acolytes and cultists would work for you to rest.
Awesome. That being the case, then he will hang around here.
I'm going to peek out to the
Does anybody appear to be guarding us?
Yep, there's a couple guards, I just haven't got around to moving them yet.
Fear not, friends. I have a plan.
Do tell, I whisper out of the side of my mouth.
I don't know if it's best to discuss such things with our guards still very active.
Very well.
They do not plan to execute us until the morning. At night, we make our move.
Understood.
In the meantime, I kind of shift and turn and look at Leosin since I'm right next to him. Tell me, friend, how did you manage to come into such a situation?
You can tell he's very weak and tired, but he basically says he intentionally tried to infiltrate them, and she caught him just like she did the rest of you guys.
I'll feed you so good. We just need to hope that Crow was able to escape. Hopefully, he doesn't stick around.
You think the guy proclaiming himself a hero every single day is going to just leave us here? No, he's probably going to die trying to save us.
Upon hearing that, one of the guards moves in closer. What did you say about that other cultist?
What other cultist?
The one that captured you guys.
Could I cast
with your hands bound.
Yeah,
Just give me a minute.
yeah. What spells can I cast?
Keep in mind your hands are bound, and if you start verbally casting, you could easily get hit.
No.
Yep.
No.
No, I was mentioning a man outside of camp.
No.
And with that, the guards move off and basically back to their original position where they were watching you guys from.
Okay, so I think we're going to wait until night to implement Rowan's plan.
Who?
Rano's plan, sorry.
I was trying to talk to homie, but he's too tired, so I got nothing else. No, wait. I do have a question. Did they just bind us and throw us here on, like, what are we tied to? Like stakes or?
Oh, let me find the pick. I know that there's a pick for this one.
Oh, it's what do they call that? Is it a pillory?
Yeah.
And basically, you guys are all bound in a similar fashion.
With actual chains?
Yep. Yep. So I need a.
It's a she.
What's a she?
They're asking in chat if Frulam is a boy or a girl. She is a girl.
Way to be a cis ableist scum, guys. Bedroom.
Alright, so we're waiting until night then?
Yeah, I got nothing else. Oh no, I do have something else. I keep forgetting. What happened to our weapons and equipment? Did they just chain us up here? Or did they remove anything from us? And if they did, what did they take? Because in that picture, I think Leosin still had... No, it didn't. That was the guy holding a weapon, wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay, basically they know what casters are, so anything resembling a wand or a staff has been taken. They know what maces, swords, daggers, bows are, so all those are gone as well as your crossbow. And the guard back here is basically watching over all your guys' stuff.
So they took our weapons and staves and...
Okay. Another question. I know I have so many of them. It was daytime when we got chained up. It's nighttime when we're going to try and do shit. Even though, yes, we're chained up. But we're like literally doing nothing. Does that count as a short rest? He's like, why are you making me think?
Yeah, I'm debating that one. Odd, I say yes. Tails, or odd, yes. Even.
I don't like that.
Dice said no.
Yeah, but it's a rule question. It should be based on what you feel, not a random roll.
I mean, we are being held up by rope.
Yeah, but
So
the definition for arrest is that you have to literally not do anything strenuous. But okay, it's a no, not arrest. It's fine. Doesn't hurt what I want to do. So it's nighttime. It's dark. Are there torches or lights present? More questions.
And more answers. Yes, there are torches. There's just enough that you can barely see the guards, but you can't see much beyond them.
So
you know that there's still 2 guards behind you watching over your gear.
But we are in dim light, right? I can barely see them, then it's the same both ways?
Correct.
Great! So now, I would like to use my wild shape for the day. Because it doesn't have a somatic component, nor does it require my druidic focus. And I would like to wild shape into a spider. A CR0 spider. Just teeny tiny. I'm going to shrink my ass right out of the bonds.
And as you shrink, the chains that were holding your hands do make noise. A guard investigates, but does not seem to see anything amiss. He doesn't realize one of the prisoners is missing.
Alright guys, this is as far as I got.
So Crow was also waiting for nighttime. Obviously, he's sort of unaccosted, so I'm assuming that he at least gets a short rest.
Correct.
Okay, so that being the case, Crow is going to use the cover of darkness to attempt to sneak over to the party. So I'm assuming you're going to want a stealth check. Any advantage on that or anything for darkness?
Well, you were already accepted, but you're going to try and stealth over there?
Yeah, I'm just going to wait till I'm not in view, like kind of walk past a tent or something like that, and then just try and sneak into the darkness around to where the party is.
Standard stealth check.
Okay.
Guards do not seem to take notice of you.
Okay.
Right.
You want to move your token? Right, there you go.
Yep. So seeing the party there, Crow is going to move over to Finron. Actually, no. He's first he's actually going to move over to Roland, and he's going to attempt to very quietly undo his. Is it ropes or chains that he's bound with?
Chains.
Okay, if it's chains, he's going to attempt to sort of thieves' tool them, but just be very quiet about it.
While he's doing this, I think I may help by sort of whistling a quiet tune like a lullaby to distract the guards, to keep them from hearing anything. But at the same time, I'm going to count that as the performance I'll use for my enthralling performance to charm our 2 guards.
Can I get a percept or a
Get a what now?
They just have to make a DC. It's 13. Although, to be fair, it does specifically say you have to sing, dance, or recite a poem.
I want to hear a poem.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me think of something to sing.
Well, he's thinking Roland's gonna whisper back to Crow and be like, "Help Lou first. I can get my own change."
Well, if I can get you out, you can help other people.
successfully picked the locks on the chains holding Roland? And I'm pretty sure between two of you, you guys can set them down without making noise.
Okay.
Basically,
If
Just-
Roland's free, I'm going to go ahead and drop my wild shape.
Crow's gonna whisper to Rano, "Hey, can you get up there and drop a rope?"
Get up. I could. I still have my rope. Let me see.
The second guard's going to go over to the first one because he realized something's wrong with him and try to snap him out of whatever it is that's got him acting so weird. As you can see, the first one failed, the second one passed.
okay, I whisper over to the charmed guard, just pretend like everything's fine.
I'm going to wild shape back into spider, I guess. And since they have spider climb, I could dash and get to the top of the hill here. And then I'm just gonna wait in spider form until everybody's free.
Crow's gonna move over to Leosin. Say, it appears that here we have the mouse that was caught trying to grab the cheese. Well, don't worry, little mouse. The hero will set you free. And he's gonna make to try and undo his chains.
No, I need to stay, learn more about the cultists and what they're doing.
The mouse is already caught in the trap and gravely injured, yet he still seeks to find the cheese. Perhaps he should escape while he still has the chance. A little cheese is better than death trying to find more.
No, there's so much I can still learn from watching them. I've learned so much already about what they're planning.
Well, there may be things to learn, but it helps no one if you're executed in the morning. Escape with us, share what you know, and perhaps we can put it together to come to a solution.
She's been threatening to execute me since the moment I was caught. She hasn't executed me yet. She's not going to. She's afraid of me for some reason.
It is unwise to push one's luck. You may not be willing to, entirely willing to give up, but this is better than your death. As I said, your death helps no one.
And our presence and our leaving changes the calculus.
Indeed. So Crow is going to go ahead and undo the chains.
Roland's going to begin working on loose chains.
Both successful.
Okay, so we just need to get Isifa and Finrond.
Yep.
Lou, what are you going to do now that you're free?
Going to wait until they get the other two.
Crow's going to kind of motion to Lou to help Leosin. He seems quite badly injured.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop Wild Shape and lower the rope, using a pit, stabbing it into the ground to secure it.
Right. Crow's going to assist
I have a
Rona
I'm pretty
in
sure
trying.
it is.
Well, can he assist him? I guess he can't really assist him in
Cool.
picking
It's
the
not
lock.
even in there.
So never mind. He's just going to try and undo Isifa's chains.
All right.
Successful. Pass.
Okay. So yeah, let's move and try and get up this rope. We've got some intel. It's time to
Grab our
make our
things.
escape.
Do
Grab
we?
our
Your
things.
things
From
are
where?
guarded.
What's the lighting like around them?
No, guys, come on, just go. We can always get new things.
A couple torches by the cave opening, enough to light that you can see the guard, and you can see the pile of all your guys' weapons, your arcane focus, your druid focus, all that stuff piled up against the wall.
Is it in the light or is it in the darkness?
It is easily seen by the one guard, since
Okay,
his
then-
job is to guard that stuff.
That's fine. Crow isn't going to even attempt to try and grab the stuff. He's just going to climb up the rope and try and escape.
Yeah, I'm going
Asif-
to sneak out.
Asif is gonna get under the guy's arm and try and support him over.
He is too weak to make the climb, so he will have to be carried. So I will need an athletics check at disadvantage for whoever is bringing him up. I try to pull the kid gloves, and you guys still just walk all over it. Holy.
She's strong, man.
She is.
I was gonna say I could assist by like pulling up on the rope, but nope, she's got it. So, is everybody up? I mean, where, what are you looking like?
No, Finrond isn't about to leave behind his magical lyre, so he's going to try and sing another soft song to try and charm the two guards watching over the pile of stuff.
This is before you come up, right?
Yes.
So get your ass back down there.
Well, I didn't put it up there. Someone else did.
I'm gonna circle around, and you see I'm gonna pull out my water skin and hold it in one hand at the ready.
Roland's going to pull the rope up to make sure that it's not noticed.
All right, go for it, Finn.
Crow seeing Ronald's idea is going to kind of do the same thing with his own water skin, because you said there were a couple of torches there.
Okay. All right, Finron basically once again sings very quiet and soft rendition of Runaway Baby.
That's one that requires the wisdom check, right?
Right.
The guard closest to your weapon doesn't even seem fazed by it, almost like he didn't even hear it.
Okay, on him, I'm going to cast the spell Charm Person.
How? You don't have your focus. Or does it not have a material component?
It doesn't have a material component.
Oh, right.
Alright, what's the save on that?
13 again. Wisdom.
All right. With both of the guards charmed, I recover our weapons and join my fellows at the top of the cliff.
Did you grab all the weapons?
As many as I can carry.
They're in a
I'm
chest,
looking to
right?
see if he needs. I thought he said they were piled.
Yes, they're all piled right by the one guard right there. Is where all the weapons were. Everything they took from you guys was piled in that one spot.
Does it look like he's gonna need help? I mean, if so, I can go down the rope and help him.
You actually can't go down the rope right now. And if he's
Well,
climbing up,
you
I'm going to
pulled it
need an athletics.
Athletics check for.
Go ahead, Rano. Say.
Okay, athletics or acrobatics?
Normally, I'd say whichever you're proficient in, but since you're carrying a bunch of weapons that you're not used to carrying, we're going to go athletics. Oh, come on. At least you could have did a fall or something. You make it to the top with everybody's gear.
All right, I hand out the gear and whisper, all right, everyone, let's get out of here.
You guys realize roughly 5 minutes or so have passed since you guys broke free and got all your stuff. You now hear a loud commotion inside the camp. They know that Leolson is not there anymore. The entire camp is now on alert.
Well, let's just make our way back.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yep.
So I lift up and support. I don't carry him, but I basically support his weight.
I'll carry him. I'm super strong.
That's true. Give him to him.
Yep. So I'm gonna throw him up on my shoulder, and I'll hold on to him with one hand. In my other hand, I'm still carrying my water skin, but I've like removed the stopper. I'm just kind of like holding it like upright, you know. Let's go. We need to move and quick.
Yep. Crow's all about that. GTFO.
Presumably, we're gonna try to run to the north, back towards Greenest, but I guess
Not maybe directly.
if we see like a patrol or a group of cultists, we would like, you know, hunker down, try to wait it out, try to hide. I don't know.
I'd say a better plan is you just head north, but stay off to like different direction and just camp out for a day, and then we just take a little bit longer to get there.
Keep in mind, you guys are being actively hunted. This isn't you might wander across a patrol. This is they
No,
are sending
yeah.
patrols out to find you.
No, the only way we don't die here is if we stay ahead of them. We need to book it. Force march all the way.
Yep. Crow agrees.
Keep moving.
Yep.
Welcome back to Greenest.
Woo!
I really wanted you to take his advice of camping out. I even had a map set up for.
All right. when we get to Greenest, run straight to the keep, inside, lock the doors, throw Leosin on a bed, and pass out.
We got to report to what's his name.
You can report to what's his name. I need to sleep.
Roland's
Bunches
going
of
to look for
purple lady
what's-
with a long pointy thing.
As you guys enter the keep, Governor Nighthill sees you guys coming. He sees your state that you guys are in, and he escorts you to separate rooms that you can sleep in. He says he will discuss everything you guys found out in the morning.
Excellent.
Woot! So, is that code word for take a long rest? Please kiss daddy.
Yes, we're going to do a long rest. And I need to get up and stretch, so I gotta go AFK for a couple minutes.
Cool, I need to pee too. Wait, before you disappear, was there an experience reward for infiltrating the camp and not dying? Shit, he's already gone.
Oh, wow.
Alright, I'll be back.
Back soon.
I have returned it. Now I have pretzels.
Me too, but
Fine.
I don't have pretzels.
Ha! You suck!
It's hurtful. I'll come up there and steal your pretzels.
Do what you won't.
If I was up there, I would.
Oh, it's such a huge. Oh.
So did Finron grab all of our gear?
Yeah, he said Giz said he grabbed all of our equipment.
That's good.
I would have been alright. I just gotta walk outside and grab a stick and spend an hour meditating. Ta-da!
How do you get an arcane focus? You just go buy one?
You buy it. I think they're like 20 gold.
I don't have that though.
Well, you will in the morning.
Hey, was there a dank XP reward for not dying?
I'm looking over like the 8 different areas where you guys could have gotten XP. You guys got rescuing Leosin. That's it.
Woo! We rescued Leosin, guys! Yeah! Was that like 25 each?
No, actually, it's 250 apiece.
Yeah! Right on, man.
Is everybody back?
I don't think so. I haven't heard Roland or Finron.
I'm here.
Roland said in chat that he's back.
Oh, yeah.
And I have returned.
Oh, yeah.
So, Asifa and Crow?
I'm here.
You're an animal, Mom.
Then just Crow.
Also, Dragon Heist only goes to level 5. Like, what are you talking about? Where's that stupid villager token?
Alright. It looks like everyone's back. The next morning, after you guys are all fully rested, all your spell slots, HP, all the fun stuff back, you guys are all brought into a room with Governor Nighthill and Leosin, who then explains everything he learned from the cult camp while he was there. Bringing Leosin back with all the information that he has was enough for Governor Nighthill to decide to honor his end of the bargain and pay each of you 250 gold for information about the Raiders camp, size, numbers, plans, all that kind of stuff.
Excellent.
How much did you say he paid us?
250.
Got it.
Mine is 200 because you had to ask.
Ha! Get wrecked, loser. I love you. Don't tell your mom.
After he pays you guys and he leaves the room, Leosin says that he needs to speak to you guys before you guys take off for anything else. He basically says, after all you've already done for me personally and for the people of Greenest, I hate to ask anything more from you, but the need is great. And I dare hope that you can aid me one more time. I need you to return to the cultist camp. You know your way around it. If the cultists are preparing to conduct another raid, or a large body that marches away, or if anything substantial is carried into or out of that cave, I need to know. If you have a chance to get into the camp and look around again, that would be the ideal way to spot anything that has changed. And then with a wry smile on his face, he says, I don't recommend letting yourself get captured.
I don't think we're going to be able to get in. I mean, they'll be definitely more on guard now, and since we...
I'll do it.
Well, maybe we can get back on top of the overlook where we escaped and see if we can just perch up there and watch. Seems a pretty secluded area.
Yeah, if we got up there, maybe we could just drop straight down in from a rope. Wouldn't have to worry about actually going in.
If all they seek is information, we can observe from afar.
Or perhaps, Rano, you could once again turn into a spider and simply crawl around the camp at your leisure.
It was my plan, but I can only stay in that form so long. Very short periods. I think it would be best to observe from afar, but the state of the camp, I don't believe it to be a permanent fixture. You saw, they were all very hastily erected. I think it was just a traveling camp. I say we watch from afar until they move on, and then we can examine what's the wreckage left behind to see if there's any more information available. But I will not risk the lives of myself or my friends to re-enter the camp. It's too dangerous. There are too many.
All we need is a spyglass, and we'll see what we can do.
And that's true. If you have one you can lend us, it would be of great benefit.
I'm sorry, friends. I do not have a spyglass. If I had one, I'd lend it to you, but I do not have one. As you can see, I had no possessions when you guys rescued me.
And there is nothing your scouts or guards use in the keep to survey faraway distances?
This is not my keep, so I don't know what they use for spying great distances. Originally, I am from, Candledeep's, where I spent most of my time studying there, learning everything I can about the cultists and what they are doing.
I love you, Daddy Warbucks.
Oh, is Governor Nighthill not
Chew
here
Toy!
anymore?
We had a baby!
No, he
What's
left
their
the
name?
room
And is it a boy or a
before,
girl? Or are we not gendering
Leosin
yet?
started talking to you guys, asking you to do him this favor.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still talking to both of them. Well then, I suppose we should start making our way back, eh?
Alright, a snack has been had.
I wonder what that cave was by where our stuff was stored.
That's where we're supposed to go. That's what he's telling us to break into. All right, so back to the camp, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know if you saw it in chat, Kiz. It said Lou rested with the with that ring we found.
Yes, I saw. I saw that. Um, do I just do show players on that one? Will
Yeah.
I single it out to just show him? Or?
Nah, I always hit show all because I'm assuming the party would share the information, right? No, my family sucks too, dude. They're a bunch of conservative Christians.
That's cool.
That's actually really nice.
It's really nice.
It's cool. Yeah, basically, you have advantage on saves against spells that target you, and if you get a nat 20, you reflect it at them. It's a thing.
So, would I be attuned to it since I rested with it?
That's why.
Yeah, that's why I shared the info.
That's why you know what it does, because you're attuned. Also, Bard and or Warlock, one of you guys seriously needs Identify. We can only do that so many times before Giz goes, and it's cursed, and now so are you. Ha 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 ha.
Well, I think it would make more sense for a merchant character to have the Identify spell, since, you know, he needs to appraise stuff. But a rock and roll bard isn't really that interested in, you know, finding out what things do.
Yeah, but he's a warlock. They get 2 spell slots.
And they don't get ritual caster.
It doesn't matter. That's out of game stuff. Anyway.
We should probably gear up before heading out. Does anybody need additional provisions before we go?
And with you saying that, Leosin says, I don't think there's a rush. I mean, they're not going to change how they've been running the camp for the last, I don't know, month or so. But when you guys do get this information, you guys can find me in the city of El Turl. I will be talking to a paladin, Onthar Froom. If I've already moved on from El Turl by the time you guys get there, talk to him. He'll know where I've gone.
What was his name again?
Onthar Froom. I think I spelled it right.
Yep. I was in the middle of copying and pasting as you were typing it.
I have a good memory!
Okay, well, let's be off then.
Wait, in El Turo. Let me write that down. Bio. Okay. Investigate Spoopy Dargon Cave. Go to El Turo and talk to Onthar Room. Okay, got it. It was El Turo. El Turel. El Turel. I wrote it like El Toro. Like Toro. Alright, cool. Got it. So, back to the Raider camp. Or no, wait. Someone said they wanted to do shopping?
That's why I was checking to see if the party was geared up with everything they needed before we head out. I think it may be beneficial if we possibly get a grappling hook.
Well, is there shopping here in town after it had just been raided?
We might be able to get some grappling hooks here in the keep.
I doubt it.
As of right now, the shops have not reopened. They are still rebuilding the town from that massive raid from the cultist.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
To the Raiders camp.
And you guys said you're going to go for that same perch that you guys had when you escaped?
I believe so. Yeah. Well,
We're going to go
Phil's
cautiously
No,
to make sure nobody's right up there.
No, they're gonna be watching that place specifically. That's where we escaped from. Maybe we just approach the camp and try to find a good vantage point without pissing off the DM.
But we want to be along the top and looking for any sort of scouts or anything that they have along the top.
Are we
Are we switching maps?
I thought I did, sorry. So is that a yes, you guys going back to the same area, or no, you are not?
No, we're not. We were approaching and looking for scouts along the ridge.
Hey!
And looking for a good vantage point along the ridge.
They're all gone. It's like I'm a prophet or something.
There are. You guys are back up in the top corner where you guys first entered the camp. Figure that's a good area to spy at the camp.
I'm gonna turn to Finrod. What do your elven eyes see?
He can see him taking the hobbits to Isengard.
The hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits.
Basically, as you guys approach, what you see is most of the cobalt mud huts that were there look like they've been burnt to the ground or destroyed. There's no guards in the guard towers. The camp basically looks completely abandoned.
That makes it
Well,
easier.
that didn't
to
take
run
long.
us.
You do see a few what looks like the hunters wandering around, staying in some of the fancier tents. Still, no one is even going near that main tent where Mordain was at before, or Mordath was at.
Yes. I would
So
like to
let's
go investigate the big tent.
Can we go along the ridge, along the north edge of it, and looking down and seeing if we see anything different from along there, and still looking for scouts?
Look at you being all
Do you,
cautious for
do you
a
think I
change.
should scout ahead? I could wild shape
No,
into
I think
something
I should.
inconspicuous. Really? Why should you scout ahead? You're
Phil
like,
kind of
yeah,
strokes his chin and says, "That's not a good idea."
yeah. No, hey, I see something. Rah! Smash!
I agree. Let's let Ronos get a scout ahead.
Let me see what I have in my wild shape list. It helps if I have my character sheet open.
Still, all you guys basically see are a few hunters spread out throughout the camp,
Okay.
working over antelope.
So I'm gonna wild shape into a kitty cat. And I don't have a cat token prepared. How do I not have a kitty? That's Totes a kitty cat. And as a cat, I'm just gonna kind of go through the camp. Are you guys just gonna wait until I return and tell you what I see, or what's up?
Yes.
Yep, we'll find somewhere to kind of take cover, not attract attention to ourselves, so not just standing in an open entryway.
Gonna walk through, like, kind of looking around the camp here, try to see if there's anything valuable. Making my way to the big tent. And I'm gonna go inside. As a kitty cat.
It has been completely cleaned out. There is nothing in that big tent at all.
All right. And going to the cave and kind of sniffing around. I'm not going to go all the way in yet. But I'm going to just kind of sit at the entrance and listen.
Can I get a perception check?
Yes. Yeah, well, cats wouldn't not belong there. Oh, they have +3 to perception. So that would actually be a 15.
Alright, with 15, basically what you hear is the usual cave sounds. You can hear the bugs chittering, the rodents clawing on stuff. You hear some cobalt talking in the background, can't make out what it says, can't tell where it's coming from. With it echoing, it's hard to tell. Basically, you can hear some non-kobolds talking, but you can't tell exactly where it's coming from. But you do know that there are some in there other than kobolds.
Alright. Make my way back to the party, and then let them know what I saw. That everybody, so I'm gonna walk back up, wild shape out of my animal form. Tell them, the camp is almost entirely abandoned. Should be able to walk up without issue. Even the commander's tents are empty. No documents, no furniture. They've moved on. But there's some force left behind in the cave. I heard them speaking. Maybe a couple kobolds, couple others. Can't be certain. Sound is funny in the chamber.
Is there any sign that they came out through this main way? I mean, that was not a small force.
Yeah, I'll need a perception check to answer that question.
Alright, yeah, well, we'll wait and Crow look into that as well.
Yeah, I don't notice anything.
You have no idea where they went. Angry Crow, looking around, you can see that it looks like they scattered off in a couple smaller groups. A few heavier wagons headed off towards the west. But
Okay.
you can't quite tell how many went in each direction, but you can tell that they scattered.
Judging by the markings, it seems the groups have split up somewhat, though it seems they took their bounty to the west.
Maybe we can find those that are still in the cave and extract some answers from them.
Well, at least it won't be the full force then.
Though caution is still wise, we don't know what awaits us inside.
Huh. Are you gonna make us walk all the way across to get to the cave?
Oh no, I was going to say, when you guys get about halfway across the camp, there's hunters that are stopping what they're doing. A couple guards walk out of the cave mouth, and you see them walk to the tents to the south here, that first cluster. They walk, grab stuff in there, and then they head back to the cave.
They would.
Where are the
Mm,
hunters?
They're like 300 feet away because he said they would be here and then they walk back.
Yes.
No, the hunters. That's what he said about the guards.
They're there. They're basically using all the tents that were abandoned by the cultists. They're scattered.
Could we see how many guards came out to grab stuff?
It looked like 3 or 4. At that distance, it's hard to make out an exact number.
Peeking in this tent, is it already completely cleared out?
You see a hunter in there laying down, taking a nap. His faithful hunting dog resting right next to him.
A dog, you say? I'd like to.
So I want to look in one of these.
I'd like to stoop at the entrance to that tent and kind of, try to get the dog's attention. Boy, come here.
What are you doing, Rano?
Come here, boy.
The dog looks up, but he doesn't move.
I know.
Rano, what are you?
I know you understand me. Please, come. He's just still ignoring me.
I'll need an charisma with advantage.
Just flat charisma or animal. Wait, animal charisma, is it?
Well, persuasion is.
Wisdom.
Yeah, persuasion.
Well, it's what do you want?
It says you have advantage on all charisma checks, so,
Yeah, so
something
charisma checks
based.
or performance, persuade. Doesn't matter. I don't have proficiency in any of those things. All right, we'll just flat. 11.
The dog still stays where he's at.
Mangy mutt. Walk away.
What are you messing with the dog for?
So peeking in one of the southern tents, are they now completely cleared out, or is there still stuff in there that the guards might be coming back for?
Initiative.
Why have you done this?
You surprised us.
And as you open the door, or the flap to the tent, the guard standing right there, he's caught off guard, quickly composes himself, and he attacks.
And he misses.
Yep, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna be reckless and main hand.
Yep, that hits.
And the offhand.
And your offhand misses. Ronald?
Walk up and cast Shillelagh. And then I'm going to attack the guard that Isafa is currently engaged with. Ancestors, guide my strike! Bash! Nope, probably not. I don't have advantage. It was toggled from the check.
And you missed.
Yeah.
Crow?
Alright, Crow is just going to go ahead and pop off a shot with his short bow.
And that guard drops.
That'll be it.
Roland?
Well, for the one in front of me, I will slash out with my short sword and then follow it up with my dagger.
And that guard barely made it to his feet, weapon drawn, when he dropped.
That's it.
Finrond.
Alright, and those other guards know we're here?
Yes, they do.
Okay, then I cast a firebolt on the one in the biggest tent there.
And the firebolt misses and bounces harmlessly off the tent and ricochets off in the distance.
What, that seriously didn't hit?
He's inside the tent. That gives him cover.
Oh, alright.
Lou?
I'm going to move up a little and fire an Eldritch Blast at one.
And just like his firebolt, you see your Eldritch Blast miss.
And that's it.
And now it's the guard's turn. The three that are left are going to rush out. That last one's going to take a dash action. First one at Esifa.
Miss.
The second one is going to throw a spear at Roland.
Yep, that hit.
Ooh-wee.
And the third one dashed, so that's his turn. Esifa.
And I'm reckless with the rat on hand. And then the offhand.
And that guard drops. Rano?
Is that really 60 feet from there to there? Or are we...
Let's call it party.
Okay, I didn't know if we were... so he runs in, attacks... Maybe? There it is.
And that one drops.
Excellent. And then I'm going to turn around and healing word on Roland. And then I'm finished.
Angry Crow?
Alright, so are we essentially treating like the distances as kind of half?
Yes. So he's
Okay,
roughly
so-
40 feet away.
That's okay. So Crow's gonna move up to him. Gonna try and stab him with his Tanto. That wouldn't have sneak attack, so ignore the 2 damage. And then he's gonna try and kick him. And then he's gonna use 10 feet of movement to try and back off.
Alright. Roland.
Alright, Roland's pretty much stepping in to go for his short sword.
And that missed.
And then follow up with a dagger.
And dagger also missed.
Uh-oh.
And that's it.
Finrond.
Okay, firebolt at the last guard.
That's a miss.
Wow. Okay.
Lou?
Going to Eldritch Blast at the last guard. Are you kidding?
Also missed.
You guys suck.
That's it.
Alright. Well, he's going to attack the person standing closest to him, so that would be Roland.
Hit.
And that's his turn. Esifa?
Reckless on main hand.
And with that, you see his head bouncing away and his body drops in the other direction.
Okay, how far along have they gotten on emptying these tents out?
It doesn't look like they were emptying them. It looks like that's where they were living.
I
mean, you can see bedrolls, the minor personal stuff somebody would have. Nothing major.
We already had berries? The shit.
All right.
Well, maybe let's go listen at that cave entrance and ambush anyone who comes out of it.
Well, first let's just stick the bodies in one of the tents. Keep them out of view, if we can.
Furthest away.
I'm gonna give a handful of berries to Roland. 5 of them. And just say, here. These will mend your body. But maybe you should be more careful with it.
I thank you. But as far as being careful with my own body, we'll find out later. And then he walks off.
As you walk away, he shouts out after you, "You misuse the gift! that the Great Spirit has given you. Care for it. I will not always be here to mend you. To the cave of exploration and wonders and friendship.
The cave. Let's
And
Let's
peek inside and
listen.
see what we see.
Yeah, let's listen to Giz, who we just talked over. Yes, Giz.
I was just going to say before going into the cave would be a good spot to call it quits until next week.
Bam!
Everybody likes a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Works for me.
All right. Is there XP? It's just the guards, right? Nothing to worry about right now.
One veteran, 2 acolytes, 6 cultists, and 5 guards.
All right, that is a worthy amount. I will wait. Not.
135
All right, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. That's where we hang out all through the week and where we organize all of our games. So if you want to get involved in a game yourself or join us for the Adventure League, that's where you need to be. And if you want to see more, join us in the morning at noon for Princes of the Apocalypse. We only have maybe 2-3 sessions left at the most. These guys are in the end game of the campaign. It's been so much fun, and I really can't wait for the morning. So I'll see you then.